Welcome to AG Chelsea TV. This is the YouTube channel that will bring Chelsea fans the latest news of the club in our hearts. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me. Ben Chilwell's month-long absence. Ben Chilwell is expected to be out for 4 weeks with a hamstring problem, but early assessments have played down fears of a more significant injury. The 26-year-old defender has had his scans pushed back to Friday, after limping off at the end of Chelsea's 1-0 Carabao Cup win over Brighton on Wednesday. He is considered certain to miss Chelsea's next 2 matches, against Fulham and Burnley, before the October international break. A 4-week absence would be considered a good outcome, but there is concern more broadly about vice-captain Chilwell, who suffered his 3rd hamstring injury in the collision with Billy Gilmour since the beginning of last season. Mauricio Pochettino now has 9 players out injured, with Malo Gusto and Nicolas Jackson also suspended for the trip to Craven Cottage. Bad news, Pochettino said of Chilwell's injury. The doctor told me it is a bad injury, but we need to assess in the next few days. Matson ready to make first EPL start for Chelsea. Chelsea youngster Matson has claimed that he is now ready to make his first start in the league for the club. He told the Evening Standard that when the opportunity arises he is more than ready to contribute and help his teammates. He said, "Yes, of course. We are a team, and when I get my opportunity I'm always ready to help my teammates, and that's all I can do. It is good to have pressure. We need to stay calm and it will come in time. We are ready. We will fight for each other, and that is what we all need in this sport. We are a good team, we just need to believe in ourselves, and we will perform well by leaving it all on the pitch. We focus again on the Premier League and need to play like we did against Brighton on Wednesday." With Marc Cucurella also impressing against his former side, there may be some unexpected heated battles for the role in the short term. Poch'S bigger role in Chelsea's transfer. Mauricio Pochettino is taking greater responsibility for Chelsea's transfer business and has said he is already making plans to strengthen his side in January. Chelsea have spent £1 billion on signings under the ownership of Todd Boehly and Clearlake Capital, who have installed a new recruitment team since buying the club last year. Last summer's transfer business was led by the club's co-sporting directors, Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart, with input from Joe Shields, the co-director of recruitment and talent. The focus was on signing young players, but Chelsea are open to signing more experienced players for Pochettino, who took over as head coach in July. They want a striker in January and are interested in Napoli's Victor Ozerman and Brentford's Ivan Toney, who is also a target for Arsenal. The good thing is the relationship and communication is very good with the sporting directors and owners, Pochettino said. "When the transfer window was closed, I said I need to be more involved now in all the decisions. I have started to work to identify what we need for January." Chelsea, who are 14th in the Premier League before visiting Fulham on Monday, have struggled for goals, and their attack has suffered from Christopher Nkunku sustaining a serious knee injury during pre-season. "Football is very dynamic and it is about the present always," Pochettino said. "Things can change until January. We need to work to recover Nkunku and Armando Broja to try to provide the team with more goals and become solid. But, of course, we have already started to work on transfers." Fulham boss warning Chelsea. Fulham boss Marco Silva expects a tough game against Chelsea despite Mauricio Pochettino's side making a poor start to the season. Silva touched on his relationship with the under-fire Pochettino and the Argentinian's pedigree as a manager on last season's results against Chelsea. "They are different. We are different as well, and of course the game is going to be different. We are going to analyze the game in a completely different way. On the derby, we want to get a good result. We want to make the fans proud and give everything for the shirt. Of course I respect him like I do all the managers, but I have a very good relationship with Mauricio," Silva said. "I don't know how many times we've played each other in the Premier League, but he's a very good manager. Look at what he did at Southampton, then Tottenham, and then the spell in France, with Paris Saint-Germain. With the CV he has, he's come back to England to manage Chelsea, which is a tough job, much like many jobs in the Premier League. I have huge respect for him. He's a very good manager and a very good guy, and it will be nice to see him again." Chelsea fell to a 1-0 defeat to Aston Villa last week, where Malo Gusto and Nicolas Jackson picked up suspensions for Monday's game. Silva refused to take confidence from Chelsea's recent league form. They have not scored in their last 3, taking only 1 point, and highlighted the quality in their squad after a £1 billion plus revamp since last year. "It's going to be a tough game," he added. "Chelsea is Chelsea and no one can underestimate them because the quality is there. Of course, they haven't started the way they would have liked to, and since Mauricio come in they are trying to get them in a position to fight for titles," against Chelsea. It doesn't matter what they did in the last few games. After the defeat to Villa, they reacted and they won against Brighton in the Carabao Cup, which is a goal for them to win. Chelsea is Chelsea and no one can underestimate them because the quality is there. Since January they have signed a big number of players who are very good, and these things take time. Mauricio, the staff and the players will want to keep improving and to react, and if we underestimate them it will be the first big mistake. Man United and Chelsea dealt Victor Ozerman transfer blow as comments resurface. Manchester United and Chelsea may have felt that they had a lifeline in their pursuits of Napoli striker Victor Ozerman after the player's agent threatened legal action against his club over a video that was posted on social media. However, if the Nigerian forward were to part ways and leave Italy, he may have his sights set on another outfit instead. Napoli's TikTok account appeared to mock Ozerman in a bizarre video after he missed a penalty in one of their recent matches. They have since released a statement insisting that they did not intend to cause offense, but Ozerman's agent has threatened legal action, throwing his future at Napoli in doubt after a series of unprecedented circumstances. This came after Ozerman fired Napoli to the Serie A title last year and stayed with the club, despite interest from a host of top teams including United and Chelsea. The two clubs may have been of the belief that the recent incident could push Ozerman away from Napoli, but if so then he may still turn both of them down. Spanish outlet Sport reported a previous comment that Ozerman made regarding Barcelona. "When I was young, my favorite team was Barca because of Samuel Eto'o. And it is still my favorite team. If Barcelona were to show an interest in Ozerman and the current situation were to force him to consider his Napoli future, then it would be tough to turn down the team he supports even if interest was renewed by United and Chelsea." Napoli came under criticism after deleting a video mocking Ozerman before his agent Roberto Calenda threatened legal action against the club. What happened today on Napoli's official profile on the TikTok platform is not acceptable, Calenda said on Tuesday. A video mocking Victor was first made public and then, but now belatedly, deleted. And that's the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me.